Emergency broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to the Highly Evolved Man. What I want to say to you right here is never discuss your finances with your girlfriend, your woman, or your wife. Never tell her how much money you have. Like, there's some women out there that will say, oh, well, his money is our money and her money is her money. That's what you'll hear some of these women say. Like the one comedian, Akash, right? Akash Singh or whatever his name was. How he's getting just slammed all over the internet right now for what he did with his wife or how he allows his wife to treat him. He should have never told her how much money he makes, but he already, made that mistake because he married one of his groupies, which I've already said in another video. Never marry your groupies. We have fun with our groupies. We don't wife them. But the main thing is that I would never express or show my finances to the woman that I'm dating, even if we're married. Now, we could start a joint account. That's fine. And I've done this with some women where I said, like, okay, we're doing a business or you're helping with the business or you want to help invest in the business. That's awesome. So we'll both say, like, okay, let's come together. Let's put our money together and let's create some assets. That's a beautiful thing. Who you and even for myself can possibly build with. But I will say, man, not all women can be led. It's like they say, you can take a horse to the water, but the horse has to drink the water itself, right? So the point that I'm making here is that we can have a joint account. We can create a joint account if we can work together and we can both put the money in and we can watch the money grow, right? And then we can say, okay, we're going to use a lot of this money for investments and for resources. That's what we could say. But I would say on the side of that, I would keep a lot of my money to myself and I wouldn't tell them. Don't tell them how high your money is and don't tell them how low your money is. If your money falls below a certain point, you don't say nothing about it. You don't say nothing about it, man. You just keep moving. You just keep acting like everything's cool. Everything's normal because you know, as a man, you're going to make it cool. You're going to make it work out. Trust me, man. I've been there. We all go through this, man. But we pull through and we make it work. That's why we're here, man. That's why we do this channel. That's why I'm doing this channel, man. We all learning here together. I'm not sitting up here trying to act like, oh, I figured everything out. I'm figuring it out with y'all too. We all figuring it out together. That's the whole point, man. That's why I started this channel. I started thinking like, I've got other things going on, other apps, other YouTube things going on, as you see with the TikTok and stuff like that, where, you could have thousands, 100,000s, millions of followers, right? Millions of likes, your videos, everybody's watching your videos. Great. That's cool, man. But you know what, though? If we're not able to build a foundation, build a community, and also be able to financially take care of ourselves doing what we enjoy doing and what we're meant to be doing, more importantly, then there's really no point. It's like those people that have over 1 million followers on TikTok or Instagram, but they still got to work a 9 to 5. It's just stupid. Like they said, vanity metrics, man. We're not here doing vanity metrics. This is real, man. And if you with me, I hope you hit that subscribe button and that like button because we're going to talk about the truth, man. We're going to speak on the truth. And like I said earlier, never show your finances to your woman or your wife, girlfriend, whatever it may be, friends with benefits, etc., etc. The main part of this is that even like I said earlier, if your finances are low, you definitely don't want to share that. Keep moving as if everything's normal because you know it's going to work out. But also the flip side is that if your finances are high and you're hitting it right, man, like boom, you're making this much money, 10,000, 20,000 a month, maybe even more than that. I know to some people that might be nothing, but to some people that's something. I'll just say that, man. From where I come from, making $20,000 a month, that ain't bad. So you making, let's just say, $20K a month. And you like, man, I could do anything. We could take a trip to Europe right now. What you want to do? I still would not tell her anything. I would keep it to myself. I probably, if I was making, $5,000 or so before that, I would just pretend. And she knew that. Let's just say she knew that. Or she kind of had an estimate. She had a feeling like, oh, he probably makes about $5,000 a month. And then 1 month, I just made like $100K. I wouldn't even tell her. I would just pretend still like, oh, yeah. Like, how was everything going? How's everything? Oh, yeah, everything's good. Meanwhile, she's thinking I made like 5K that month, but really I made 100K. Keep it to yourself, gentlemen. Do not tell a woman about your finances. There's a lot of reasons for that. And I'll give you one example. Because let's say you lose some of the money that you thought that you were supposed to have or that you were working on, or something happened, right? Sometimes it can fluctuate, especially if you're an entrepreneur, right? She's going to use that against you the moment she gets upset with you. Let's be honest, man. You're not going to be through the honeymoon phase forever. There will be a point in time where conflict will happen. And it's all about how you're going to handle it. And she probably will use it against you. Like, oh, yeah, and that's why you lost all your money, or that's why you have no money, or that's why you had to ask me for some money, or that's why you had to borrow some money from me. I guarantee you that could possibly happen. I've heard billionaires say this. Yeah, billionaires with the B say this, that when they didn't have the money that their wives were used to them having, their wives got up and left. Keep it low key. Do whatever you need to do to flip it and make it work. Do whatever you need to do. I already said a man usually has about 6 months to make it pop off again. If he can't make it happen within 6 months to a year, his girlfriend will usually leave and initiate the breakup or divorce. But hopefully there's a way you can avoid that. But I will say the way to buy yourself more time, and not just that, but the way to keep everything running smoothly, is to have that woman outside of your bank account.